So here we are with episode number 6 of our Zoo Overall franchise here on In With the Show with the Chicago White Sox. Also with season 11 and 12 here with the team. As you can see, we are 59 and 48, already a very solid season. The Tigers are just 77 and 31. I don't know how in the world they are up there, but they are. And they're very good. But we do have a lead in the wild card, so we're on pace right now to make the playoffs for the first time ever with this team. Now, obviously, we are pretty bad shape with our contracts because let me see, where can I find it? There's the budget. I mean, right now we have $22 million available. Granted, we will have $70 million for next year, but gotta sign Espinoza, who will probably be at max contract. Castro will probably be gone. I probably should trade him. But then again, we've already made our trade for the season. Hers will probably be gone. Laura will probably be gone. And then we have a bunch of renewals and free agents that we could probably be good there. But we do have some arbitration stuff for some people. So that will be where most of our money is going. But Roman Anthony will probably be gone after this year just because he's making $39 million. Espinoza will be staying, and Carbon. Both the Espinoza cousins or brothers. I don't know which. I didn't say cousins. Along with Rafael Baez needs to stay up here. So that is probably the goal from here on out. But, again, we don't need to make a trade. So let's just go ahead and try to sign our draft picks here because we made that during the off-season. Okay, we don't sign our relief. That's weird. They just instantly went away there for a second. Okay, we signed this guy. And we're going to sign this guy. So all we didn't get is one player, which is fine. We're now 59 and 50. Not a great draft. Not at all. Benedict was 84, kind of middle of the road, and then Ken Wait was an 84 potential as well. 67 overall is not terrible, but not a great fielder, but good arm strength, and has some decent contact. Benedict, 57 overall, 84. He could bring that up to a 90 potential, who knows. But yeah, this guy was not good. These guys were decent for late round draft picks as well, so this guy's probably sitting around a 70. Let's take a look around the league, see if this wasn't just a weird draft class. Yeah, and Falk was the number 1 overall draft pick. He's a 76 overall, potential-wise. Man, the Twins had a lot of unsigned players. Didn't even sign their first overall. Okay, the Astros got a 91 potential late in the year. We had Todd Frey, who I was going to pick, but he got picked later on. And Vesperis also was a 92 potential. So Mariners walked away with a 96 starter. I wasn't, again, not really focusing stars at this point. The Braves get a center fielder that's a 92. Was there any, 99 potentials? There's a 94 starter and a 92 reliever. A couple of 88s and 89s for the Cubs. 91 for the starting pitcher. 92 for another starting. A lot of good starting pitchers in this year's draft, but, again, we weren't going. Well, they got a 91 at the final pick. 91 potential, 45 overall. Takes some time to get there, but the Padres only drafted once in the first round. That's wild. Never seen that happen before. Yeah, other than that, I think this draft class was a dud. Pretty much, mostly a couple 91 starters and pitchers, but that's about it. So let's see how we do going forward here. I mean, Carmen Espinoza is now only a 97. He's actually gone down a little bit. He does have 26 home runs, 86 RBIs so far on the year. Hopefully, he doesn't go down too much before we sign him to a max contract. Roman Anthony is still a 95. Miguel Espinoza has actually gone up to a 91. He's having a great year. Another good year for him. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Hopefully, we have some playoff baseball for once here, and it looks pretty decent. We're already up to 71 wins, and we're going to have close to 80 here, and we'll stop here. We're at 86 wins. Have we made the playoffs? We're a 5.5 game lead on the Blue Jays and the Rays. So we have a decent lead. Let's go ahead and sim to next week. So those guys don't make the playoffs, but it looks like we will make the playoffs as a wild card. The Tigers had 109 wins. Yikes. But we will have the first wild card. And we sweep the rest of the year. So we will be home for the first time ever. We also have some league leaders here. Batting act. These guys were super good this year. Max Clark had a good year. Espinosa was number 2 in doubles with 40. Okay, that's the other one. He's up to a 93, plus 12 to contact versus left. What in the world? What? He had 26 home runs, 27 stolen bases. Let's go. I mean, 2 errors, 5.9 WAR. Great year from him. Espinosa, of course, had 42 home runs. Not as much as last year, but more RBIs, 2 more strikeouts. 288 average. What was his WAR? 5.8, so not as good as last year, but so far 24 WAR and 15 or 5 seasons. It's not bad at all. Plus, he's back up to a 98. Paredes dropped 32 with the Royals. His age 36 season has a 78 overall. Carmen Espinosa led the league in RBIs. Anyone else lead the league for the White Sox? Espinosa was number 2 in slugging percentage. What about pitching stats? Morgan had 46 saves. Camenetti led the league in shutouts and complete games, so that's good. We had second innings pitched. Anyone else? We lead the league. It's pitching WAR. Sylvester Phelps, 13-8, 198 innings, 16 home runs, 68 earned runs, a 3.08 ERA, 21 quality starts out of 33 starts. So only 12 starts were not great. And yeah, we already knew his WAR is 4.7. How many strikeouts did he have? I didn't look at 183, so it's not as much. But and batting WAR was Rich Flores for the Guardians. He batted 307, 39 home runs, 104 RBIs, and had an 8.4 WAR. Okay, good for him. But now officially, we also have an award. We had the American League MVP of Carmen, back-to-back MVPs from Carmen Espinosa. 288 average, 42 home runs, and 131 RBIs. Over on the National League side was Eric Crowder of the Pirates. So back-to-back MVPs. Yeah, he's going to get signed to a big deal. But now we actually can quick manage these games, because that's what we'll be doing for any playoff game. We'll just quick manage. This really doesn't matter. We'll go Camenetti to start the season. Play ball. And let's see how we do. I haven't actually had this happen in a while. Double to start the game and an error, and then a double play. And okay, well, we don't do anything in the first inning. Pop up, walk. This is a lot slower than a couple years ago. And a double to bring in 2. We take the lead 2-0. And now Blackwell will homer to pretty much bring the game within 1. Nothing doing for us there. And that was a single, but that's it. Another leadoff single. And a fly out. Outfielder's choice and a ground out. Camenetti so far, 5 innings of only 1 run given up. Can you give me another inning? He does. Home run from Roman Anthony. And we have a 2-run lead again. Brooks on second base. Gets moved over by a walk and then a fly out. I think Camenetti can give me 1 more, as long as we don't make errors. 2 errors in the game for us. Hernandez gets on base. Try to steal second. We do. Now a walk, and Anthony singles. Does it, and a grand slam by Brooks to give us a 7-1 lead. Camenetti, give me 8 innings. Runner thrown out at home, and that is 8 one-run innings from Ken Camenetti. He can go 9. He's got the stuff for it. He goes 9 innings in the game 1 of the wild card. That was a huge home run from Ryan Brooks, our third baseman. All right. How many home runs did he have all season? because that's wild. Ryan Brooks, who's a rookie season, technically he's still a rookie, had 22 home runs and 60 RBIs with a .8 WAR. I guess he only had a 700 OPS. But yeah, let's go game number 2 here. So it's going to be a longer episode since we do have postseason here. We're going Phillips in game 2. Same lineup as last time. This choice fly out. Nice inning. So far, the Espinosa cousins haven't really done anything. Double by Brooks. Man, Ryan Brooks has done an amazing job in this wild card series so far. He's been getting on base. Sylvester Phelps doing pretty good. Gives up an error, then a single, then a 3-run bomb. So the A's take the lead 3-0. We haven't done anything on offense. We have 1 hit. Phelps will give us 6 innings. We get a leadoff single. We'll steal second base. And then we get thrown out at home, and that's the inning. Can you give me one more? He does. He gave us 7 strong innings to a double play. That hurts. So we actually have to make a pitching change. We'll go Peralta out the pen here to give us these last 2 innings, and he gives up a home run immediately. So we are down 4-0 here in game number 2. So we're now to the final inning. Finnegan gets caught stealing, and of course we hit a double, then a single. A fielder's choice and a ground out. So unfortunately we run ourselves out of the inning. And we are going to game 3 of the wild card series here against the Athletics. Need a win here to move on. We're going Rafael Baez.
Play ball.
Let's hope the bats wake up in this one. We immediately start with leadoff double and then a base hit, and it gives us a 1-0 lead. Much more than we scored last time.
Ball 4.
Leadoff walk, and then a double play. Unfortunate. Leadoff double. Caught stealing third. That's not a smart move. Back-to-back walks and a 3-run bomb from Finnegan. The offense has woken. Why is Carmen Espinosa bunting? He's our best power hitter, and he's bunting?
Take your base.
Anyways, we are up 5-1. Grangers gets a double, then a single to drive in the run. So it's 6-1 as someone pulls Sonny Gray from a chase pack. That's unfortunate.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Fielder's choice, strikeout, and a ground out to end the inning. Granger gets another single.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Leadoff walk. But Baez gets us 7 strong innings. Finnegan gets caught stealing second. I got to stop doing that. Can you give me 8? Okay, yeah, you're done. We're going to go with Morgan, and then we'll go with Lord. Although we are up pretty big, and if we extend the lead, we'll just have Morgan come out to finish the 9th inning.
Ball 4. Take your
Oh,
base.
he's got to come out for Lord here. And Peter Lord does it. Gets the final out, and we'll be moving on to the next round to face Detroit. Well, they don't have whatever his name is. I've already forgot his name. That's unfortunate. Scooble, that's the word I was looking for. Or the name I was looking for. So, first game of the 5 against the Tigers here in the ALDS. We're going to have Mark McClain. Actually, yeah, we'll have Mark McClain start game 1. Leadoff single. We'll get a stolen base, and then a ground out so he can't score. Anyone want to give us anything? We get a leadoff or a 1-out single, then a fielder's choice, now a walk, but nothing else after that. We get 2 strikeouts and a ground out. We go 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. Contreras and then Arias gives them their first lead of the series. Roman Anthony gets a leadoff double. First and second with 2 down, and Keenan gets a double, and now a single from Hernandez, and we take the lead 3-2. And now that's going to be done for McClain. We'll go to Peralta out of the pen. And they get a single, but that's all they get, so they tie the game. Espinosa with a stolen base and a base hit to take us have the lead. Struggling with words all of a sudden. Yep, he gets another out. So they go with another pitching change.
Ball 4, take your base.
2-out walk. We have stolen base. Now another walk. It does single to drive in a run. And a ground out to end the inning. So we have a 2-run lead here on Detroit. Man, we just cannot get their bottom half of the order, and they take the lead with Ronald Acuna Jr. hitting a 3-run home run.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 4.
And he's got to come out. We'll go Hurt out of the pen, gives up a walk, and then another walk. Now a sac fly. This game is completely out of control. Got to change another pitcher here, and it's just batting around, putting up 5 in the 8th inning. We do get 1 run, but that's all we're going to get. We're going to lose 11-6 in Game 1, but let's go ahead and get Game 2 started, where we will go with our ace of Ken Caminetti, who is ready to go. Then we'll go Phillips in Game 3, or Phelps in Game 3.
Ball 4,
Get a 2-out walk and a single, but more flies out to end the inning. We get 1, 2, 3. Granger with a single, now a walk, and a single to drive in a run. But unfortunately, that's all we get. Ken Caminetti, who pitched a solid game in the wild card. Can he do it again?
3. Take your base.
Gives
ball
up a
4.
2-out walk, but that's it. 2 singles, now 3 straight singles, and a fielder's choice and a ground out. So we have the bases loaded, and now they score a run. So this game, it's tied.
3.
2-out single, then a fly out.
3. He's safe.
They get a stolen base, but that's all they're going to get. Get a 1-out double. Can we get them over and get them in? We don't. Back-to-back singles off Caminetti. Now they get a stolen base in the sac fly, and then we give up an
Ball
error.
4, take your base.
Caminetti does get out of it. So 2-1 lead for the Tigers.
Number 29, Herbert.
And now we get a 2-out single, but nothing else. So we have to change. They got 2 righties and a lefty. We'll go Lord out of the pen.
3.
Try to keep this game where it's at, and he does. We'll get a 2-out hit and a strikeout. We just can't get anything going. Lord will give us, hopefully, 2 innings, and he does.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
So Espinoza, our best player, flies out, and then a fly out and a fly out. So unfortunately, 12 hits, and we put up only 1 run. And that means we are now 1 loss away from exiting our first ever playoff run here. Now, again, we could go after like an 80 overall free agent this year, but I think we got a good team. We're going Phelps in Game 3, and hopefully he can bring us to a Game 4.
3.
And we get a home run from Espinoza, then a double from the other one.
3.
Just the errors are costing us right now.
Take your base. Ball 4. 3.
Unfortunately, we get out of it, but so we still lead 1-0 here in the 3rd inning.
3.
Phelps has already pitched a lot of his stamina, looks like.
3.
Line out, strikeout, ground out, strikeout, pop out, single.
He's safe.
Stolen base, but a strikeout.
3.
Really haven't done anything since that first inning, but Phelps is really
3.
strong here. We got a stolen base and a triple for Moment Anthony and a single, and we extend the lead to 3. Phelps is doing a fantastic job. 7 strong innings. Granger gets a double, one, and then a walk, then a double play. We're going to go Lord out of the pen for the 8th
Ball
inning.
4. Take your base.
Number 18, Peter Lord.
Gets Clark out. That's perfect.
For Detroit.
Leadoff single, steals second, and a double to give us a 4-0 lead. We will go with Morgan out of the pen here, and that will do it for Game 3. We're moving on to Game 4. A 4-0 win. Hopefully we can take another one. We have to move on. We're going to go Baez.
Play ball. 3. Take your base. Ball 4.
And he gives up a 3-run home run to start the
Ball
game
4.
pretty
Take your
much.
base.
So that Detroit
He's safe. 3.
has a 3-0 lead. We had a leadoff walk and can't even get him
Ball
over.
4. Take your base. 3.
We might have to take out Baez pretty quickly here. Moore gets a single, now a walk, and then a ground out and a base hit, but we get thrown out. We're going to change pitchers. And we're actually going to go Albert here. He hasn't pitched yet, and he gives up a bomb first batter he faces.
Ball 4. Take your
Cool.
base. 3.
So now we're down by 3, and
He's safe.
But we do get a double to bring in one. So now it's 4-2. That's a big double play. Need to get some people on, but we can't. We're running out of outs. We're in the bottom of the fifth, down by 2. We get a double, but can't bring them in. They go 1-2-3. Leadoff walk. Roman Anthony has 29 steal. And we go 1-2-3 after the walk. And another 3-run home run by Evan Carter. That's probably going to do it. However, we put up 3 runs. I was just simulating just to see what would happen, and we put up 3 in the 7th. We get a double with Hernandez, now a walk and a base hit. We're down by 1, and we tied it up. All 7-all. We have to change pitchers. We have to keep this where it is. I don't want to start McLean because he's starting tomorrow. We have to go Peralta. Ground out, fly out, pop out. And now all of a sudden, we have 1 run to win it. Got a lot of lefties coming up. He does allow a hit and a stolen base. Now a walk, and they get a single. All right, now we need a run. 2-out walk. Now another walk, and that's going to do it. Roman Anthony's the final out. Evan Carter with 2 home runs in the game. And the Tigers beat the White Sox 8-7. And our first ever playoff run. And the Tigers defeated the Rockies in the World Series. So they do win the World Series after defeating us. But, man, that was a tough way to lose. Roman Anthony's time with the White Sox is going to be done, especially with him making $40 million in the offseason. So let's just go ahead and sim it. We have no one to retire. Jose Ramirez and Bryce Harper make the Hall of Fame. And we have a lot of exclusive free agents. Morgan. Laura might stay. I might keep him. How much does he want? He wants $4 million a year. Can't do that. Espinoza, 11 years, $30 million. And obviously, we're going to tender a qualifying offer on him, too. Morgan, 2 years at 13. Well, we'll go 2 years, 15 mil. Hers, 1 year, 7. I'm not doing that. Castro wants 5 years, 30 mil. No, we're not doing that either. We're going to let these 3 walk. But we're going to go ahead and make our trade right now before we do anything. Roman Anthony will not be a White Sox. We're going to be trading him for any MLB-ready player. And let's see who we can get. I'm hoping for like a very good player here. We could try prospects too. See if anyone wants to get. We're getting Fernando Tatis is 37 at this point. That's how far we've gone. Octavio Lopez would be a huge pickup. Third base is kind of a weak spot, but the outfield is more. Could go catcher. Know what we could do? We could also trade Basayo. Basayo's on his last year of his deal. Because right now we do have Finnegan, who will be on 3 years of arbitration. Keenan's still here, and Granger's still here. Brooks will be at third from forever now. Second base is looking a little rough. We could probably use a second baseman, but outfield is probably the worst spot that it could be in. I accidentally backed out of it. So let's actually, we're going to try for prospects here. See who would give up what. We might have to make this trade later on because people need to sign. But a lot of people are giving us like Tigers. I don't want to give them to the Tigers. We could pick up this 2 guys from the Royals. Honestly, this is actually a pretty good trade. Unless someone else gives us something better, the Royals right now are the best option here, even though it's an interdivision trade. They're giving us the best 2 players out of the bunch. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to trade Roman Anthony, who we got last year to try to boost us into the playoffs. Unfortunately, didn't happen. Until this year, it was. The Giants are giving us some pretty good names. Good old Tebow. And a first baseman. We don't need a first baseman, though. Yeah, we're going to go with the Royals. We're going to get Oka, center fielder, 72 overall, A potential, and Marcelo Ponce, 20 second baseman, B potential, 73 overall. So we'll take that, and fortunately that is our one trade for the year as well. I mean, only batted 266, and yeah, Espinoza. I mean, right now, 11 years, $325 million. Hopefully he signs, but we do sign Morgan to the 2-year, $30 million, but we have not signed Espinoza. And if we lose Espinoza, I'm going to be a little upset. Because, again, he's 99 potential and has done 216 home runs in just 5 seasons already. So we got to figure out a way to keep him here. Rookie of the Year in 2030. He's been MVP the last 2 seasons. I mean, do we increase the offer a little bit to 30-year? Honestly, that's $325 for 11. Now, we could go 14 years, but that's way too much. That does lower his salary, but 1 year would just be $30 million. I want to have him sign for at least 11 years. So we're going to keep that offer there. Hers is only wants 7.1. He had a 5.40 ERA. What about Lara? He had a 5 ERA. Castro, I'm not signing for $6 million. It's just not happening. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead, get the contracts out of the way, and I'll be back in just a second. Yeah, and Espinoza still hasn't signed, but we will get a stuff for him here if he doesn't sign anywhere. Why does it only say 1 year? I'm going to have to, like, try to re-sign him. But now we can go after any 80 to 85. So I'll be right back. I'm going to finish up all the contracts and then see how much money we have after here in just a second. So I totally forgot, but it's 85 to 90 overall for making the playoffs. So we're going to try to sign Mike Gordon to a deal. Very good reliever. If we can have him, that would be nice. Why are you... I don't know why that's the thing, but okay. Again, Carmen Espinoza is the different one because he was ours. We're going to try to re-sign him, but we're also going to try to go after the number 2 reliever or the number 1 reliever overall this season. So we got all our guys. We're going to sign Phelps to hopefully a 3-year deal. Finnegan will stay on a 1. Albert will stay on a 1. Moore will also stay on a 1 just so we can save money this year, just because we're going to have to give Espinoza a ton of money. So he is already talking to a lot of players. You already want to sign with us. 11 mil a season. I guess we'll go 12 mil a season. Oh, nice. 11 years, 30 mil. Would have $44 million. Okay, for one thing, it shouldn't count as me because, the commitment balance tax. 5% motivation boost. Heck yeah. I was like, those shouldn't, but we're going to be not giving De La Rosa a deal because he wants $4 million. Valadares will not get a deal. I know he only wants $800K, and Kenny Ford will not get a deal either. So let's go ahead and keep simulating. Richie Sargent is now an Oriole. Espinoza declined the qualifier offering and remained a free agent. We saw that coming. Oh, this is new. What is this? I don't know what this is. Did they update this? Do I have to press a button? What in the world was that? Evan Carter is now a Ray. What? I guess this is because they're like big name free agents. I'm gonna guess. This is cool though. Why couldn't they do this all the time? So Mike Gordon does sign with the Mets, so now we can go after anyone else, just because we can make one free agent signing per year. That isn't a player that's not on our team. He's a reliever though. Again, $30 million for 11 seasons. We have $44 million to spend. We could go after, I forget it's always the right triggers now. Could go after a center fielder. We could go after Spencer Jones. We just trade away our center fielder. Or we can't get these guys, but we could get, those are the big guys, the top 50. Could go after, the relievers are, meh. We could, Emmanuel Clase is here. If not, we could go after Jack Caglione, who's apparently played with the Dodgers the last couple years. Or Morgan. We could go after Trey Morgan. Because we can go after any big names at this point, since we did make the playoffs. Just not anyone above 90 overall. So we could go after Carson Williams, get a decent shortstop, but these shortstops are already pretty good. Jet Williams could go play center. There's not very... I think we just found our guy. We don't have a good left fielder. He's in that 85 to 90 range. Let's go after his a-year hope. Matt Shaw is a Ranger. Did he go back to the Rangers? Arbitration, I think we're good just because there's those guys. We don't have any contracts to go. We got a contract decision. If Espinoza signs, we are golden. He stays in Chicago. Hopefully stays in Chicago. We have a pen to paper, and he's staying back. He is staying back with us for 11 years, $30 million a season. Any Pajes we're not going to go after. He's 39%. Dog. Favorites, motivation increased. No position blocked. We could just go, instead of center, we could go left field to get an extra % boost. We don't need a first baseman now. We mostly just need outfield. Oh, contact and left-handed bat? Let's go. We get the two there. I didn't know that was a thing. So, yeah, we advance to next week. We already have Arbin tendered. Oh, did I just miss a free... I missed it. Oopsies. I simulated too far. The draft lottery is here. We're picking 23rd in this year's draft. So we're going to have a long way to go, and we're not going to have much really to go off of. The Mariners get the number 1 overall pick. The Yankees were bad again. 59%. He is rumored to talk to the Orioles and the Athletics. But we're going to give him a 6-year deal for $22 million a year for 65% motivation. And now the Rule 5 pick. Did we lose anybody? I don't think we did. Wow, a lot of people from... Wait. We don't have Jacksonville. I don't think so. But we can pick up a player who can play for us right now. That's what we got to look for. Who can play for us right now? We have a bunch of catchers, but... I mean, we could go reliever. Good velocity. This guy. Jim McCloy. Yeah, we're going this guy. Good hits per 9. We're taking him. Very good reliever for another thing. A lot of Rule 5 picks this year. Well, the Yankees are making a ton of picks. Same thing with the Brewers and the Blue Jays. Why are they picking so many players? All right, so now how many people do we have on the roster? We have 88. We do still, yeah, we have 21, 16 relievers. .468 in his first year. Kyle Hurt is still with us. Only pitched 11 games. Moses Moore will be pitching for us this season. Probably John Vance will as well, but we can't add him to the 40-man. So again, we'll advance. Carson Williams is a Rocky and another contract decision. Let's see if we see the pen to paper as well. We do not. We see the phone message. Darn. Not yet. Got a couple trades moving. 74% though. 6-year deal. 21.83 for 80%. Twins are interested in a trade. Of course, we can't do it, but we'll look. Reliever for a catcher? For a catching prospect? Too bad we can't do the trade because we only can make one per season. Contract decision. I hate how I just now can't skip this cutscene at this point, but it is a pretty cool thing. Pen to paper. Looks like we got him. We're going to sign him. We're going to sign a good left fielder, too. So we make a big pickup in free agency for this season. So now if we look at it, catcher is Basalo. First baseman is Espinoza with Davis down in the minor leagues. Christian Moore at second base with Ponce going to be in AAA to start. Benedict will be in AA. Moore at third base with White in AAA. Porter in AA along with Hernandez. We have Finnegan, Keenan, and Granger in the majors with McDonough in AAA. Hope now in left. That's immediately an upgrade. Change the team rather than this position. Center fielder will be Willie Hernandez. Unfortunately, that was a big guy that we did move away from. Colon and Gilly in AAA and AA respectively, and Espinoza and Ibanez with Osborne in AAA as well. So we have a decent team now going forward. Hopefully, we can make another free agent or another season to where we make the playoffs. Now we can just instantly say no. Then Max Clark gets traded from the Tigers. Thank goodness for a starting pitcher and a center fielder. At least we don't have to deal with him for a bunch of games during the season. I think we do have to sign a coach, if I remember correctly. We do. So we will make our stuff right now. Coaching contracts. We need a first base coach. -3 reactions kind of tough. I really don't care about blocking. Good arm strength, decent durability. Don't care about blocking. And +3 stealing will be nice. And now we're going to be heading into, we're just going to sim spring training. Now we'll advance to the regular season. So checking out the roster, we do have 2 on waivers, but I think that is who's on waivers right now. Oh, it's the 2 relievers that I really don't care about. So that's fine. We do have I can move one. You can go to AAA, and you can go to AA. Bang. There we go. We do have a couple people that are B potentials that are down here, but they're pretty rough as is. Yeah, so let's take a look at the lineup, and I will get started on next season. So Espinoza, Finnegan, the other Espinoza, Brooks, Hope, Moore, Basayo, Keenan, and Hernandez are against right-handed pitching, with McDonough also up here as well, and Ibanez. With and the pitching rotations will be Phelps, Caminetti, Albert, McLean, and Baez. We could probably, hopefully, these guys can improve a little more because, I mean, this guy was a B, but these guys are 2, but Albert was an A potential. What we got for start? I mean, we have Hernandez. He's not on the 40-man. Let's add him to the 40-man and call him up to AAA. And then one of our AAA pitchers, like Sung, can go down to AA. There we go. That will work. Advance just once to see Knights have battle lineups. There we go. All right, so that's going to end this season. I will get on to next season here in just a second. And now in Season 12 with this Zero Overall franchise, we're actually 63-46, 5.5 games back from the Guardians, who went 9-1 in their last 10. We're first team ranking, first in contact, first in power, second in pitching, 12th in defense, and only 25th in speed. Twins are not having a fun time. Royals are not having a fun time. Tigers are only 3 games back of us, but I think we are leading the wild card by 3 games. So right now we're looking pretty good. Of course, we can't make a trade because we did that during the off season. So we'll just go ahead and try to sign this relief pitcher that we found late in the draft. And we don't sign him. That's unfortunate. We're not signing the other one because he's injured. But now we can view our draft picks. Oh my goodness gracious, there's no way. I mean, granted, 2 of them are pitchers. But we have another 99 potential player. 2 of them are 92 and 93. We could have had another one with this relief pitcher because he was sitting at 99. He was around 60% scouted too. But Fletcher Rodriguez is a 99 potential who we drafted at 23. We got him at 23. Which is insane. Good power. Needs to work on the fielding and the contact, but it's going to take some time. We also got Gutierrez and Cruz for some pitching to kind of replenish the starting pitching depth. He has terrible control. My goodness. Well, let's take a look around. The Tigers got 95 potential in the first round. Anybody else with a big potential? 95 for Kevin Wilson. They got Matt Baker, who was a left fielder. This is the guy I did want, but I think it was the first overall pick. 2 90s for the Braves. Anyone else get like it? There's another 90. There's a 93 left fielder. So, again, I think we probably had the best draft, even though we only drafted 5 players. We had the most 90 overalls. 98 left fielder in the 7th round for the Yankees. But, yeah, 99 potential Fletcher Rodriguez. We'll take some time to get up here, but we do have another 99 potential that will hopefully help us out in the next couple of seasons. Phelps is a 91. Caminetti's now down to an 89. He is 30, so he was with us since 2030. Hernandez will be coming up next year. Very, very good. 4-pitch mix, though. So, he does have the sinker cutter, so he'd be amazing in online play. But John Peck, as well as, probably will stay down until the call-ups. But right now, we're looking pretty good. The lineups-wise, everyone's doing pretty good. The top 3, Espinosa's 295, Finnegan's 309, and Espinosa's 300. Keenan is not doing well, 237. Masala's batting 283. Hope's batting 282 in his first year with the White Sox. His best ever. Not counting the Houston 7 games at 345. That's not it. I mean, career 263 average and has 282 right now with an 805 OPS. We'll take that all day. Pitching staff-wise, Phelps is not having a good season. Why do you have a 6 ERA in 22 game starts? What happened to you? You were the best WAR pitcher last year, and now all of a sudden you're trash. Caminetti's actually doing pretty solid, 289. I don't know how you're going down in overall. Albert doing pretty good in his second full year starting. McLean in his first. Or no, this would be his fourth full year starting. Technically, he's been a couple, but he's already with us for 8 years. That's insane. Up to an 85. And Baez is up to an 84. Doing pretty well. So, decently solid here. I mean, we have a lot of relievers. Granillo will just be long relief. Anyone have a... You have a long... Hurt needs to be your long relief. Oops. There we go. Morgan will be the setup man to Lord, although 85 clutch to 89. You need to be our closer. Why are you not closing? You have 32 saves. I don't know why Morgan wasn't closing. He had 46 saves last season. Oh, well. But anyways, let's go ahead and simulate from now. Hopefully we can make another playoff and do another quick manage couple series. Hopefully it's more than just 2. We're actually doing pretty well. 81 wins. Let's see where we're sitting at. We are tied for the division lead, and we're also 12 games up in the wild card. So we're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. This couple series here against the Guardians is huge. We take 2 of 3. Then we sweep the Royals. Oh, we lose 2. We're back to only a game up. The Guardians, oh, they lost it. So we're going to have the first. We have the best record in the American League. We have done it. We are the best team in the American League based on record-wise. And, of course, we're going to have league leaders, so let's go ahead and check them out. Finnegan was second in batting average with 317. That was his best year in his 4 years pro. We'll take that. He's up to a 93 overall. Heck yeah. Down in speed, but decent fielding and already 99 contact versus left. Finnegan led the league in doubles with 47. He also led the league in triples with 11. Carmen Espinoza, 45 home runs again. He has over 261 with back-to-back or 3 straight 40 years, 40 home runs years, and 120 RBIs. He has 4 stolen bases with what? 12 speed? It's insane. He also had the most RBIs, most runs scored. Most stolen bases was by John Han. Weren't we trying to go after this guy? Wasn't it John Han that we were trying to go after? No, it was not. Maybe we were going after him in draft and we didn't get him. Walks, both Espinosas both had 89. That's kind of wild. Slugging percentage, he led the league in OPS. What about pitchers-wise? What we had for pitchers? So far, nothing for pitchers other than Caminiti with shutouts. And had 1 complete game. He had the most innings pitched. Again. Roman Anthony, of course, the year we trade him away. The 1 year he was with us, he had a, 5.2. He drops an 8.2 WAR. As soon as we trade him to the Royals. Granted, the Royals didn't make the playoffs, so we don't have to play him. But Finnegan was here at 4. Espinoza is at 5, so pretty decent. So we'll take that. And we have some rewards. Of course, Espinoza was the Hank Aaron Award and the MVP again. 3 straight MVPs. We might have the best player of all time. 2034, 2035, 2036 MVP. Was Rookie of the Year in 2030. Won the Hank Aaron Award in 2034 and 36. Was an All-Star the last 4 seasons. He missed 2031 first. What did he miss 2031? He had 30 home runs, about 285. He did better than his rookie season. But Silver Slugger the last 4 seasons. Home run champion the last 3. This guy's just too good. Happy we kept him on the roster. And we're playing Detroit again in the playoffs. So let's go ahead and face these Tigers for the second time here in the playoffs. Hopefully, we can get it done this time. Phelps will start in game 1. Simulate a couple half innings here because this way, it is a little bit faster. Doing this way a little bit. We do get a 2-run shot. Now we'll go by 1 here. We'll probably do like a quick sim of like the first 4 innings. Because I didn't know it was going to take this long for it to do it. Because sometimes it does lag a little bit. So they do. They're now down by a run with a sac flying. Phelps did a fantastic job. Hernandez will come in to give us an inning. He gets out. We get a double play. We're going to go with Lord. Yeah, we're going with Lord.
Number 18,
And he gives up a bomb. And this game is now tied.
Now pitching
Three.
for Detroit. Number 4, Ed.
This game is tied.
Now pitching for the White Sox. Number 25, John.
We get out of it. No run given up. Espinoza gets a leadoff single. He'll steal second base. We can't get him over. And they get a single and a double in the 10th inning to take the lead. So now it's on to our bats to try to get a run, and we don't. We lose 3-2. We blow a 2-0 lead in game 1. So it's on to game number 2. Can we find a way to somehow beat these Tigers, especially at home? They had a really good ERA. Ken Caminetti will start game 2. Then go a quick little simulation of the first 4 innings here. Caminetti's doing a solid job. We are up 1-0. Both teams have 1 hit.
Ball 4. Take your base.
1 out walk. Now back-to-back. 3 straight walks. We get a sac fly and we take the lead 2-0. Caminetti's doing solid. Finally some hits. And a single to drive in a run and a double play.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Walk, fielder's choice, stolen base. Inning over. Leadoff double from Hope and back-to-back doubles. We take the lead. 4-0. Ken Caminetti does allow a home run to give us his first run of the postseason. Now Basayo gets that run right back. Where's this offense in the first game?
Take your base. Ball 4.
Caminetti will go 9 full innings. And we will take game 2 and move on to game number 3 in Detroit. With Albert going to be pitching game number 3 on the road.
Let's play ball.
Again, we'll go for... Oh, my goodness. We put up 2 runs in the first inning. We put up more. So far, it's a no. Now they get a run. Now we start figuring out here.
He's safe.
Bennigan steals a bag, but unfortunately, we can't do anything. And they tie it up here in the 5th. Hernandez will come in.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Number 1,
And gives up, but my goodness, it's a 3-run 5th inning for the Tigers. And they lead at 4-2 here in game number 3.
Base. Ball 4.
I did pitch to contact. I thought we were up right now. And a 2-run bomb from Hope, the off-season addition to tie the game up. And now we got to change. We got to go to Morgan now. And he gives up a double look. And he gives up a single. What are we doing?
That hit him.
Then we get a double play ball. Now a single and a strikeout. Man, I thought Morgan was going to shut him down, but no. Hope gets on base to lead off the 9th. And a 2-run home run off their closer. We tie the game.
now pitching for the White Sox. Number 20,
Just nothing perfect. Basayo to lead it off. Gets a leadoff single. And then a 2-run home run by Hernandez to give us the lead in the 9th. Or the 10th, I'm sorry. It is the 10th. I thought it was the 9th inning.
number 7,
We have Lord to come in for the 9th.
now pitching for the White Sox.
And he shuts the door. We lead 2-1.
Lord,
Here in the ALDS, the winner will play either the Angels or the Mariners. So game number 4. Yeah, this is game 4. We're going to go McLean. Phelps is not ready to go. Our ace is not ready to go. We get a 3-run home run in the first inning by Hope. And a home run by Hernandez. And now we get more. It's 5-0. Oh my, it's 9-0. I think we just simulate. At this point, it's 10-0 here in the 5th inning. McLean will be taken out, though.
now pitching
Jim will come in to pitch an inning. He gives up a run. He'll pitch 2 innings.
McLeod.
Might as well, because we're going to be going home at this point. Granillo come in for an inning.
Number 83,
It is 12-3, and we're going to blow out Detroit in Game 4. McLean pitched 5 innings with 8 strikeouts. Gets the win. And we'll be moving on to play the Angels here in the ALCS. They defeated the Mariners in 5. They also defeated Baltimore in 3. So we will have our ace here in the first game against the Angels as well. They had a pretty good batting, but Phelps will hopefully take that down, and they gives up 2 runs in the first inning. Not what you want to see, and now gives up 4 in the third, and he is done. He'll be done after 4, but we get 3 runs back. It's now 7-3. Now it's 7-4 with Brooks homering. We just got to stop him. Need some good pitching. And a sack bunt, he scores. It's 8-4. Not a great game here. It's 10. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just simulate this game. Hurt will come in to finish it off for the last 2 innings. And we're gonna lose 10-4 in game 1. We allowed 18 hits in game number 1. Not what you want to see. Game number 2. We have Ken Caminetti going game 2, which hopefully that will help us. He's usually been pretty good. So far, so good. A lot of quick innings for both. Now we get a 2-run shot to take the lead. One more simulation for him, and now we go. Finnegan gets a base hit, and he gets caught stealing, and then we walk. Another quick inning for Espinoza, or not Espinoza, for Caminetti, but we get another home run to give us a 3-0 lead. And he's only given up 3 hits. Ken Caminetti, every time he's coming up, 9 innings. A complete game shutout, and we're going into L.A. tied up at 1. 3 more wins, and we're in the World Series for the first time with this team. Thomas Albert here in Game 3. We put up 2 in the second. Put up another in the third. They put up 1 in the third. Oh, I totally just did 5 innings. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Will Hernandez gets a stolen base. We get a single, but doesn't score a run. And Albert's day is done. We're going to go with Peck out of the pen. And hopefully can shut them down. He does. We are down by 2. Heading into the 8th inning. Need something to happen here. We need people on base. We can't get it. They get a double to drive in another run. It's 6-3 here in the 9th. We get a leadoff single. Pop up, fielder's choice, single. So Espinoza will fly out to end the inning and end the game. Angels will take a 2-1 lead. Hopefully, with McLean, we have some better stuff happen for us to try to win this one. McLean will start. Hopefully the bats can wake up a little bit too. He gives up a 3-run home run the first inning, then we get a couple home runs. So it's 4-3 here in the third. I'm going to try to get one more inning out of him. Nah, he's got to come out. We'll go Jim here. And he gives up a walk first batter, and he gives up a grand slam. That's unfortunate. Hernandez will come back in for another game. Gets the ground out to end the inning, but we are down by 2 again. Basayo hits a home run, so we are now down by 1. Here in the 7th inning of Game 5. No, Game 4. This is Game 4. I'm sorry. This is Game 4. Finnegan gets the base hit. Stolen base, and a double gets him in. Now this game is tied. So now we play it like it's a 1-run game that we have a lead for. Perfect. Single by Keenan. Steals second base, and a single to drive him in. Walk, and a double drives in 3. Lord just pitched us out of it. 4-run lead. He gets it done. He gets the win. Basayo had 2 home runs. And that means we are going to Game 5 tied up at 2. Let's see if we can take the win and come back home to try to just win one more with Phelps
Let's play ball.
pitching in game 4 here. He does give up a run, but it's only one. Here in the 4th inning. Gets out of it without allowing a run. Basayo doubles. Now we get a single. Strikeout, base hit, drives him in. Tied up at 1, and now it's back to the Angels winning. Get a line out and a strikeout. And then Espinoza, I think that's his first home run in the postseason. And now Hope goes yard again.
For the Angels, number 68.
Phelps' day will be done. Because we're going to go to... I really don't have a... We'll go Hernandez
For the White Sox, number 1.
for the 6th and the 7th. Because he is a starting pitcher. He should have the stamina for it. Nice innings. Finnegan singles. I was hoping to get an insurance run. Because now we're going to go Lord.
Now pitching for the White Sox,
Ground out. And he gives up a home run. This game is tied.
Lord.
So tie game here. We're going to go with Peck.
Pitching for the White Sox, number 25.
And they walk it off. That's unbelievable. They walk it off. And just like that, we are one loss away from losing again in the playoffs. But we're going to be the home team for these next 2 games. Got to win. Caminetti will be on the mound, and he has done amazing for us. And we start off with a run in the 1st inning.
He's safe.
Caminetti does give up a run in the 3rd, and now 2 runs in the 4th. What has happened to Caminetti? He usually pitches 9 innings, but we got to play for the win here, and we give up another run.
Take your base.
It is 4-1.
He's safe.
Hernandez.
Ball 4. Take your base.
2 walks, and now Hope ties the game in the 7th inning.
4.
He's safe. 3.
They get a stolen base, but that's it.
Ball 4. Take
Leadoff walk, now a fielder's choice, now a single. 3 singles. Can we do sac fly? We do, and that gives us the lead in the 9th. We're going Morgan.
Pitching for the White Sox,
Leadoff double,
15. Emerson.
but doesn't allow the runner to score. And even though he did not have a great game, he keeps us in it for Game 7 of the ALCS, White Sox and Angels. We're starting Albert.
Let's play ball.
This game will actually go one person by one person.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Gives up a walk, then a line out. And Espinoza leads off the game for us with a homer. Gives us a 1-0 lead. And now Beck ties the game for the Angels. So both teams with an early homer. And a 2-run shot. Dude, Hope is just too good at this point. Why is he batting 9th?
Ball 4. Take your base.
And they get a single to drive in a run.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Albert's going to have to come out here in the 3rd inning.
Now pitching for the White Sox,
Lord gives up a single, and then there's no way. He's one of the best pitchers that we have with, that's so unbelievable, man.
now pitching for the White Sox, number
We were
12.
down by 4 in Game 7. They hit a grand slam off one of our best pitchers with clutch.
Now pitching for the White Sox,
I don't know. It's 11-3.
John.
Now 11-6, but it's pretty much over. Now 12-6.
4. Take your base.
We just can't. Beck's 5 for 5.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 19.
We gave up 6 runs in the 3rd inning. 5 for 5, 3-run scored, a homer, and 2 RBIs. Just poor pitching. The Mets defeated the Angels in the World Series. That sucks. I felt like we had the team to win it all this year, too. Basayo, I mean, 2 years, 16 mil. We'll do it. Hurt, probably he only wants 118K. Soriano, I don't think we'll sign him. He's a 61 overall. That hurts. Make 2 years 36 to make it 13. Is it 17 actually? 18 a year. It's 18 a year. Hopefully he does sign that. He hasn't signed yet. Wow, there's already a trade happened too. We will wait for our trade this time because I think we have enough money to do this. But I'm going to go ahead, sign everyone to contracts, and I will be back in just a second. Once we figure out... oh, Escalera's here. One of our former players. We traded him, but he's got a 4.29 ERA. But, anywho, I'll be back in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and try to get Lorne Lincoln, asking for 2 years for $9 million per year. We're not going to go after Sincone. He is, I mean, Lincoln's actually pretty good, as well as done very, very good his last couple years for Toronto and Baltimore. So we are going to give him some calls to try to get him to the team. We have a full 40-man as well, so we actually do have to release someone off the 40-man. It's going to be this guy. And this guy. We can get rid of both of them at this point. So we're going to get rid of 2 guys, because we are going to get one in Rule 5 picks. So far, all of our salary arbitration all signed as well. So that's nice. Oh, nice. Cool. I have $8 million to spend. What do you mean? He's asking for that. We can find a way to get rid of some. Let's make a trade now. I know I said let's wait on the trade, but I think we can probably find a way to get some money out of here. To get him, like Granger's making $7 million. Or Keenan's on the last year of his deal too. I kind of want to keep Keenan. Keenan did very good. Making $1 million. Let's see what we can get from him. He's 61 overall. Probably nothing. There's a B potential for 45 overall. Let's give us anything else. Nothing really. What about, can I just make a certain trade with like... All right. Maybe we can just get rid of them. Hopefully it gets claimed off waivers. But if not, we might have to do that. So we're just going to get rid of them. Sincone goes to the Cardinals. Jenkins goes to the Tigers. Of course, the Tigers are making so much moves, man. I'm getting upset. Why are they making so many moves? We might just not. We have 10 mil in free agents now. We can sign Lincoln. Reliever and right-handed pitcher. Hopefully we can sign him. 40-man, I think we're good. I don't think I need to sign anyone on the 40-man. We have extra spot now. 78s. Calderon's a 75. Yeah, then everyone else is no. Yep, he signs. Escalera is now a Blue Jay, one of our former players. Max Clark is a Padre. 35%. I'm getting 9% per week. That's going to be too long. Fine. I don't think he's signed anywhere. He's up to 44%. Cardinals, Giants, and Brewers all want him. Marte gets traded to the Athletics. Stewart's now a Padre. He's still here. 3-year deal. 9. We'll go 9.26 this season. Well, I just got a 5% increase because I was the first one to give him an offer. And he's going to sign, hopefully, because we have a contract decision. He's probably going to sign with one of the other teams. Unfortunately. Oh, no, we have pen on paper. We sign him. That's another great bullpen ad. Pizzana gets traded to the Mets. And, of course, we do have the draft lottery. We're going to be picking 28th in the next year's draft. Just unfortunate that we couldn't win it all. It is what it is. The Diamondbacks will be picking number 1. Well, I don't need to wait. I don't need to do that. We'll 5 picks. Do we lose anybody? Who's on the Angels? Oh, yeah, trade him to the Angels. I was like, that name sounds familiar. Just trying to see if I lose anyone. I don't think we've lost anyone so far, which is fine by me. I really don't think there's really anyone that can really help us out right now, to be honest with you. There's really no one else that can help us right now. So we're just going to skip. This will be the 1 year that we don't pick anyone in the Rule 5. So that's fine. We've had a very good team right now. We don't need to do any offers because we already signed him. David Bradley is now a Rocky, 94 overall. John Hand gets traded to the Diamondbacks. I guess we can just go ahead and simulate all the way. Rich Flores now an Angel. Don't think we need to sign a coach. Nope, we're good. Oops, so we're going to go ahead and sim spring training just so we can get into next season for the next video. Hopefully next video will again we have a lot of guys on waivers. No, Baez can go. Valentine can probably go. Friedberg can go. And McClendon can go. I mean, they're 80 overalls. They will probably get claimed, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. We have a decent starting pitching depth now, especially Peralta's still here. John's still here. We have a lot of guys now. Chavez will be coming up in a couple years. Cortez the same way. We have a bunch of single-A guys as well. That'll be moved up probably here in a little bit. Honestly, we could probably move this guy to AAA, this guy to AA, and this guy to AA. Four, and that'll be 4. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and simulate a week. Yep. No, we cleared. Everyone cleared. Nice. We'll take that. But that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Unfortunately, not able to bring a ring to the White Sox here. But hopefully with this team, and we were ranked number 1 with contact power and pitching, middle of the road with defense, and middle of the road with speed. But hopefully that can change here in the next video. But yeah, I'll see everyone back again tomorrow for another episode of Winning a National Title with Every Team. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.